Okay, let me drink some water first because I'm gonna be very honest here. Let me properly introduce myself. My name is Rumaiza. I'm a teacher in the UAE. I'm a Muslim woman and I talk a lot about career, growth, and faith, especially for women who feel stuck or confused. And if I'm being honest, I'm here because I was once exactly where you are right now. There was a time when I felt extremely behind in life. It was not because I wasn't doing anything, of course I was, but I had a lot of doubts creep in. I had doubts about my career, about my pace, about whether if I was making the right choices or not. Because my friends, they chose to go abroad, do their higher studies there. They were traveling, they were they were living a different life. So I thought that I was the one who was wrong with my pace. I questioned myself every now and then. I asked myself, should I have done more by now? Am I lacking something? And I know many of you watching this are silently carrying similar questions with you. But then here's the part that no one told me. Here's the part that I had to find out by myself, and I'm so glad that I did. Most of the stress that I was carrying did not come to me because I wasn't doing anything. It came to me because I was comparing all the time. It was because I was comparing my journey to somebody else's journey or even somebody else's destination. And that was the thing that drained me. The comparison was draining me mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It was really draining me. In Islam, we believe that Allah's timing is perfect. But believing it was one thing and living it was another for me because I was for sure believing it, but then I wasn't living it. If we are to believe and live with the fact that Allah's timing is perfect, then that would help you overcome the overthinking that you're doing right now. One thing that is for sure from my experience, let me tell you that clarity does not come from overthinking. Overthinking actually takes you to a chaos situation where you feel more unclear. So, what I have found is that rather than overthinking, do some kind of a movement. Movement helps you with clarity. Take an action towards something that you want to do. You know, you need not have your whole life figured out. You just need to take the next step with sincerity. Because some of you, you messaged me saying that you found a job finally, you got into a job, but then teaching is now draining you out. So I'd like to say that teaching is not a dead end, and feeling confused is not a sign of weak faith. You can start slow and you can start late. That's completely fine. That is something that I took years to understand. And at one point, I stopped asking Allah to rush my life and I started asking Him to align it for me. And I think that is something that changed everything in my life. Because sometimes Allah delays what we want to give us what we need first. There is a complete difference between what you want and what you need. Now, what you need becomes your first priority. So, for instance, you might want a better job, but you might need more better health. So, Allah might be giving you a rest, or Allah might be providing you with better health. So, He is providing you what you need rather than what you want. And that's again for your well being. So, please, I want you all to trust that Allah delays what we want to give us what we need first. It could be growth, it could be strength, it could be health, it could be clarity, whatever it is. So if you're a young woman, if you're a teacher, a career girl, or even a Muslim woman who's feeling behind because a lot of people around you are doing different things and you are not, I want you to know this. You are not behind, you are just in the middle. And the middle is where most of the people learn. That is where all the learning happens. So you are right now in the learning process. So take a breath. You're doing better than you think. And if this video answered even one doubt you've been carrying, then that's enough for today. We'll talk again, inshallah.